guys, Heather here from Tye-Dyed Iguana and Chewy, the Molly Uromastyx. And today we're going to explore the fun fact that Uromastyx can't have water dishes in their tanks. Now, if you've ever been in our shop before and you've seen all of our tanks, most of our tanks anyway, you probably noticed that each one has a water dish except for the ones that have Uromastyx in them. Now, why is that? Well, to understand why these guys can't have water dishes in their tank, first you gotta look at where they come from. Now, in the wild, these guys are found in very hot and very dry desert habitats. For example, the Molly Uromastyx comes from Mali, Africa, and it only gets about 1/4 of an inch of rain a year. So they don't get a lot of rain where they come from, so they're not used to it being humid at all. Their bodies are adapted for hot, dry weather, so they can't handle humidity at all. Now, you might look at the desert tank and think, oh, they can't handle humidity, so I just won't spray it down, and that'll be okay. But why would a bowl of just still standing water not be okay for these guys? We'll look next door to Jack the Rankin's desert tank, and he's got a bowl of water. And Uromastyx are so sensitive to humidity that even the tiniest bit of humidity that's caused by the water, naturally evaporating from the water dish right here, just that little bit of humidity created by that can actually hurt them. Now, why is the humidity so bad for these guys? Like, what will it do to them? Now, if we would put a water dish into a Uromastyx tank, they would probably develop respiratory infections. So in all reality, having water in a water dish inside their tank, it can actually kill them. It can lead to their death, make them so sick that they can't, thrive. And then you're probably thinking, well, if they don't have a water dish in their tank, how do they get their water? All living things need water, don't they? Well, we've got an answer to that too. Uromastyx are so well adapted to living in the desert, in the dry, arid environment, that they get all the water they need just from the plants that they eat out in the wild. So when you feed your animal greens, like these turnip greens here that we feed Mr. Chewy over here, when we feed him those greens, not only is he getting his food, but he's getting his water intake for the day too. That is just how well adapted these guys' bodies are to not getting a lot of water. Yeah. And of course, the goal of any reptile keeper is to try to imitate their natural habitat as good as possible. So, we try to emulate that hot, dry desert environment with no standing water. And of course, their greens that kind of act like the plants that they eat during the day to give them all the water that they'll need. So that is why you'll never see a water dish in any of our Uromastyx tanks. We're actually trying to help them and keep them healthy that way. So thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.